Yo guys, how's it going? It's your boy, the Geeky Gangster here, coming at you guys today with another video. And in today's video I have more of a personal rant, but that really relates to the reality of the United States. And it's basically based around my family vacation that's happening in this Thanksgiving weekend, and how liberals are completely fake in general. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, make sure to hit the like button at any point during the video. But let's just get right into wrecking the liberals. Alright, so a little bit of a backstory here. My dad's side of the family completely hates me because I'm a conservative, and they're all wealthy Catholic liberals from Chicago. And it's to the point now to where I'm invited to some family events, and my dad and my sister will still speak to me. But that's about all, okay? So, I'm invited to, like, Christmas still, and my dad and my sister will speak to me. That's it for my dad's side of the family. Because I'm a conservative, and that is the only reason. A lot of my dad's side of the family absolutely hates me, and they have been very vocal about it as well. I've argued personally with my dad's side of the family a lot, because they've basically just screamed at me for being conservative, and they've also told my dad himself that they don't really like me because I have conservative views. This brings us to this Thanksgiving. My aunt and my cousin, my entire dad's side of the family is going to Cancun. They booked a trip to Cancun, a really nice resort to Cancun. But I am the only person that's not afraid to go to Mexico. So this pisses me off so much. Like, they booked an entire trip to a foreign country just to stay on a resort. And it's like, okay, if you want to stay in a hotel just because there's a pool there, why not just lock yourself into a local hotel for a lot cheaper? Why are you going to a foreign country if you're afraid of that country? It makes no sense. But when it comes to liberals being completely fake, is, like, they hate me for being a conservative and because I'm so evil and racist. But if you talk to them for 15 minutes about anything, if you ask them about going to Mexico, they're completely afraid of Mexicans, but they hate the conservatives because they're racist. This is every single liberal in the US. Like, they might talk about, being allies or whatever like that, but if you actually talk to them about going to the places where the Mexicans live, going into places where black people live, they're so afraid of it. They're deathly afraid of going to any foreign country, really, because another thing about liberals you have to understand is conservatives see different as exotic. Liberals see different as dangerous, because we are foxes and they are bunnies. So our mind, we know that we can strive in different places because we're a fox. And it really probably isn't going to be a huge problem for us to go anywhere that's different. For a liberal, they could die if they go to a different place. That's their mindset, at least they know that, because they're rabbits. They could get killed, they could get eaten. This is the reality for them. And so they want to stay in their nice, rich, white neighborhoods while saying that we should have black people, Mexicans, and all that going into America, but they don't want them in their neighborhood, and they don't want to go to their neighborhood because they're so fucking afraid of them. And it's such fake bullshit, man. And you're going to this foreign country that you're afraid of, dude. Like, You are going to a foreign country, you're going through this entire hassle of getting your passport, because no Americans have a passport, so they either have to get a new one or get it like renewed from when they were a child or whatever, and go through all that hassle, go through the border, which is a hassle, and have to deal with a language barrier just to lock yourself in a resort and not even experience the foreign country that you're going to at all. Like, you don't want to experience that country. You are afraid of that country. You are just going to lock yourself in a hotel room the entire time you're there. So, well, why would you go there? That makes no sense. Why would you go on to this vacation? That makes no sense at all, dude. Just go to an American city. If you're only like white people, go to Seattle or something. Because Seattle must be safe if it's only white people, right? And it's liberal run as well. Liberals, so every liberal city is super safe, you know, like Chicago, Baltimore, Seattle, just, super safe cities because they defeated gun violence in those cities. They defeated drugs, and they're completely utopian cities, right? Chicago and Baltimore. It's so fucking fake, dude. So fucking fake, man. You cannot get more fake in life than a liberal. It's impossible for a conservative to even have a concept of having as fake of a fucking personality than liberals do, man. It's just so fucking insane. And I know I'm going really off here, but they always put everyone else down because they want brownie points, and that's the only reason that these people are liberals, is because they think that it's going to make them look cool in society. They think that it's safe to be liberal, and they think that it gives them like brownie points and makes them look good as a human being, and it makes them feel good about themselves. That is the only reason that they are liberals, because they're afraid of blacks, they're afraid of Mexicans, and surely deep down, if you talk to any single one of these people for 10 minutes, they'll say something way more racist than you'll ever get a conservative to say. Something significantly more racist. And if you don't believe me, you know, go to YouTube, type in Mexico travel vlogs, and see the difference between conservative YouTubers and liberal YouTubers. Because conservatives are not afraid to go to Mexico City. They're not afraid to go to Cancun and showcase the city, right? But liberals are like, we gotta stay in the resort the whole time. I'm afraid of Mexican people. Open the border. And it's so fucking... How is that not fucking fake, man? How is that? Because, dude... I have to fucking pretend that I'm smoking a fucking cigarette, man. It's so... Oh my god. Yeah. You're afraid of Cancun, Mexico's best city, Mexico's safest city, and yet you want to open that fucking border behind me between Mexico and the United States and let them all in here, because you know damn well that you live in a nice white neighborhood and you won't ever have to worry about it, but saying it gives you the fucking brownie points, dude. God, dude. And all this bullshit that conservatives have to go through. Censorship, deplatformed, getting doxxed, getting fired from your job, getting kicked out of college, being hated by your family, losing all of your friends because you're a conservative. And then if you talk to a liberal for 10 minutes, they hate blacks more than you do, they hate Mexicans more than you do, but they want the brownie points and you don't. That's the only difference. That their entire life is fake. And they're also obsessed with pop culture as well, which is also completely fake, dude. Like, they know all these fucking TV shows, and they're so obsessed with the news, they know every single detail about what's happening in modern culture and what's happening in the pop world. And these are the type of people that know, like, Justin Bieber and his girlfriend, they didn't like each other's recent Instagram post. What's happening with that? Like, those are those type of people that know every single detail about pop culture, and they're obsessed with it because it's fake, and they're fake, and it just feels something like they can relate to somehow. And it's like, this is the type of world that these people live in. It's consume the news, consume the pop culture, be afraid of everything, and be fake. Like, there's nothing real about liberals. There's nothing real about them. Like, they're just not. And it's so tiring because they are so overly aggressive about their virtue signaling. They're so aggressive towards the other side that disagrees with them. But if you talk to them for 10 minutes, they're so afraid of leaving their bubble because they know that they're bunnies and they could be hunted if they left that bubble. And conservatives are the ones that are hated on. Conservatives are the ones that these people say, oh, they're racist or whatever. And conservatives are the only people who would go to a country and actually experience the country instead of, like, oh, I want to go to the nice white areas, at least. And when I say nice white areas, I don't mean majority white neighborhoods. I mean like the really gay neighborhoods, okay? That cost like $25 for a cup of coffee. Those type of neighborhoods are the only places that liberals will ever venture out to. And these gay little white pockets, like in Vermont, where a cup of coffee costs $25 each. That's the only place where a liberal feels safe at. And then they're violent towards anyone else. It's so fake, dude. They're so obsessed with the news and pop culture. Everything about them is completely fucking fake and bullshit, dude. Conservatives are at least real. They live like real lives, okay? And liberals just don't. There's nothing real about them. There's any single, spectrum of a liberal. There's nothing real about it. Every single thing about their entire life is fake. Their entire life, dude. Oh my god, man. I don't know how this doesn't piss anyone off. But going back just to Cancun, like we booked this entire trip to Cancun, and they're afraid to leave the resort. They're not going to leave the resort, dude. But it just doesn't make sense to me. First of all, I don't get why you, like, so there's the first group of, it's kind of hard to word this, but it doesn't really make sense to me why you would want to go to a foreign country and then not experience anything about that country. You're literally not experiencing Mexico. I hate to break it to you, but a fucking resort in Cancun is not experiencing the Mexican lifestyle, dude. Like, and so many people like believe that too, like, oh, I'm going to swim at a resort and experience the Mexican lifestyle. And it's so stupid. They're afraid to go to the best city in Mexico. They're afraid of Mexican people in general. They are deathly afraid of Mexican people. They are afraid to go to their country. But they want to open the border. And they attack us for being racist. Or, dude, they're just afraid because we're strong and they're weak. That's the complete thing. Is we're the fox and they're the bunny. So that's why they're afraid of us. But and I think I'm gonna go into a fox and bunny comparison video. But I'll see you guys in the next. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.